Sri Lankans celebrate New Year's Day in the month of April, i.e. in the month of Buck, when the sun moves from Pisces to Aries according to Gregory's day view, the day view given by Pope Gregory VIII in 1582. New Year falls on 13th or 14th of April every year. In Sinhala this is New Year, and in Tamil it is called Putandu. Also, this month is the time when the agricultural harvest ends, and it can also be recognized as the time when the sun aligns with Sri Lanka, i.e. it is directly overhead. The environment heralds the dawn of spring before anyone else. The signs or changes seen in the natural inanimate and living objects created in nature from then to today can be simply interpreted as omens or omens. The omens are the same today and tomorrow as they were then. Just like then, before the Sinhala New Year, the attics of the farmers' houses are overflowing with the harvest. Taiti is a harbinger of a prosperous new year for the recipient. Bhagrawanta month or Buck month, which usually marks the beginning of the Sinhala New Year, is the fertile month of rice bulletins. Especially when the new year is approaching, the first thing that can be felt is when the trees and vines blossom and the scent of flowers spreads throughout the decade. Irabodu flowers can be seen blooming in many areas during the year. The fact that the red flowers are blooming is also a sign that the new year is near. Also, trees and vines bear fruits during this season. It is also a kind of birthday ceread. Ripe cashew nuts in particular come to mind here. By the months of March and April, due to the spring season, all the trees and vines are heavy with flowers and fruits. Irabodu flowers can be called as a special type of flower that blooms during the Sinhala New Year. In April, the trees are covered with red flowers, signaling the arrival of the new year. The Asiatic kula is a unique bird that can be seen during the Sinhala Hindu New Year season. There is a strong connection between New Year and Koha. Koha's kokila song can be heard from the beginning of April. Kula is not a native bird of Sri Lanka and is a migratory bird. They come to tropical countries like Sri Lanka during March and April for the residence period. Koha's kuhu kuhu is like a message that the new year is around the corner. In general, the work is very heavy for the season, especially for the village and the village. It is relative to the housewife living in the city. Thus, the village housewife is busy because she has to clean the house, because she has to make sweets, and because she has to make new clothes. The smell of oil wafting from the houses of the whole village when the sweets are baked at the time of New Year is like an invitation to the Prince of the New Year. Also, like the sound of tambourine heard in the New Year, the sound of crackers and the children singing Onchalai Varam are the harbingers of the happiness of the year. From that day till today, everyone, regardless of the rich and the poor, keeps their eyes on the omens of the new year and is impatient to welcome the new year. The swing is a special feature of the year-round garden. There are many types of swings that are unique to each region over the years. Among them, the types of swings such as stilts, wasps, cages, flowers, keys, vines, and scissors occupy a major place. For anyone, swinging is a sport that brings healing and joy to the mind as well as good exercise. Young, old, and young, especially Nabara girls, have a special desire to ride Onchalai by saying Onchalai Varam. Among the swings, the most famous is the vine swing. In the past, the vine swings tied with natural vines are now tied to a strong tree branch or two adjacent strong trees using a strong rope. The specialty of this swing is that two people can ride it sitting or standing at the same time. Also, among the swings, the swing that can be ridden by 8 people at the same time is the scissor swing. Cultural rituals begin after the dawn of the new year by cleaning the house and lighting a coconut oil lamp. In some rural communities, women gather together and announce the beginning of the new year by banging tambourines. In homes, the whole family gathers and performs the New Year rituals at astrologically auspicious times. In these activities, the housewife of the house has priority, and as the first activity of the new year, she goes to the kitchen of the house, lights the stove, boils milk, and prepares a milk rice. Everyone in the house participates in these activities. Sometimes in some areas, These rituals may vary slightly, but everyone celebrates this cultural festival at the same time. During the New Year celebrations, children as well as adults can be seen wearing traditional clothes and enjoying themselves with their relatives and friends. The auspicious moment to perform each ritual is signaled by the sound of firecrackers. Children especially love to light firecrackers. During many cultural events in Sri Lanka, firecrackers are lit in almost all areas. The housewives definitely prepare milk rice, cakes, cookies and bananas for the New Year dinner table. Eating auspicious food, catching work, making deals, and anointing the head are the basic rituals performed after New Year's Eve. After performing these important rites, everyone gathers on the road, in houses, or together and engages in New Year games. Pancha Kalia, Onchalai Varam, Olinda Kalia, and Tambourine are some of them. In addition to this, all the villagers contribute to the outdoor New Year sports events. Pillow wrestling, coconut wrestling, climbing the slippery tree, rope drawing, choosing the New Year's princess are the first place. It is often seen that in rural society, New Year rituals are prioritized and New Year festivals are held and everyone cooperates more than in urban life. New Year is a very important national holiday for Sri Lankan Sinhala Buddhists and Tamil Hindus. Public media as well as private media equally contribute to the coverage of the New Year celebration. The Sinhala and Hindu New Year helps to improve social relations, maintain old customs and improve mutual trust. May the Sinhala New Year be blessed and blessed by all the gods. May all of you be blessed with happiness, peace, harmony, prosperity, good health, good fortune and a happy new year.